Welcome friends, welcome back to the kitchen, welcome back to Cocktails After Dark, and today we're going to do a cocktail out of this little green book that we've touched on in the past. And as I go through this book, I realize that there are quite a few cocktails in here that we really enjoyed. So maybe the author, who was Jimmy, late of Ciro's in London, maybe Jimmy knows what Julie and I actually like. So this was published in 1930 here in Toronto. Other versions of this were published at the same time in the United States and in London. So it's not a uniquely Canadian book, although this version was published here. So we're going to do something called the Leave It to Me. And I've cut the cocktail in half because I don't think Julie and I need a cocktail each that contains 4 ounces of gin. So I'm going to start out with this Ungava Canadian gin. Despite its color, it works really well in cocktails. It's got a really nice flavor in certain cocktails. So we'll find out this time whether it's any good in this one. And I'm going to use my favorite gin, this Dillon's. It's a rye-based gin. I really like the flavor of it. Okay, now in each mixing glass, 1/2 ounce of lemon juice, freshly squozen, of course, and 1/2 ounce of our homemade grenadine. And I really like the color and the flavor of our homemade grenadine. It's really easy to make. We've got a video on that. But if you're using the pre-made stuff and you like it, then go right ahead and use it. Next, we're just going to ice these. And stir. And I've got 2 chilled Nick and Nora glasses. So this is the Ungava. And this is the Dillon's.
Hey, Glenn.
Hey, Jules.
Hey, friends.
So, leave it to me. It's called the Leave It to Me.
Oh, I was going to say, leave it to you what? What? Leave it to me and I'm going to, I was waiting for more in that sentence.
Leave it to me and I'm going to provide you with a cocktail.
Why, thank you.
So this is gin, grenadine, and lemon juice.
That's really quite a simple mix of stuff.
Very simple
It's
mix,
either
very
going to
simple
be
mix.
just beautiful
Yeah.
or flat.
And so I had said, you know, it's 4 parts, 1 part, 1 part.
That's a lot of...
And you can take that to mean quite literally 4 ounces, 1 ounce, 1 ounce. I took it to mean that you really wanted a 3 ounce cocktail, which fits perfectly in a Nick and Nora glass and is kind of in... 1950s is a transitional period on the size of cocktails. They're getting a little bit bigger. They don't get stupidly big until the 1980s. And then they get stupidly big.
But then they also add a lot of fruit juice
A lot of other
and a lot of other stuff.
A lot of other stuff. This is just, you know, meant to be something that you have a little bit of. So let's give it a go. So yeah, 2 ways.
He keeps so close.
Ungava and Dillon's.
Okay. Oh, that'll be interesting because they're very different.
They're very different. Okay.
I'd put a little less lemon in it. A little less lemon.
Okay, try this one.
I'd love to try it with a little less lemon because it almost... This one is better. This one balances the lemon better. That one is that lemony flavor is just a little too strong in that one.
Okay, so I like both of them. And if anything, I kind of prefer this one.
No.
But I know what you mean.
Better.
That one's more balanced. All of the flavors are playing nicely together.
Yeah, I think that one would be fine for me if there was like half the lemon.
So 1/4 ounce of lemon.
Yeah.
But in terms of sweetness, I think the sweetness is nice in both of them. But I kind of like this one. I like both of them. Again, either of them showed up in front of me, and I would have them.
I might be a little disappointed in that one. A little less lemon, but I think this one I would certainly enjoy.
Okay, let me try that again.
What?
Let me try that again.
Yeah, no.
Okay, let's try something.
Okay. What are we doing this time?
Okay, let's give this a go.
Okay, so I'm gonna put these beside the alcohol of choice because I can't remember.
Here we go. Beefeater. 2 ounces of beefeater.
Okay. And use the other grenadine.
We use the Rose's grenadine.
And you do like a half lemon?
Yeah, so, and I'll, electric. And I'll do half the amount of lemon juice. Can you get another Nick and Nora out there, Jules?
Yep.
Ice
No,
it down.
no judging. This Nick and Nora isn't chilled.
Okay.
There we go.
Now
That is not the same color. That's kind of incredible.
strainer.
Okay, so this is the agave. This is the Dillon's. This is the Beefeater.
Give it a go. Okay, on the nose, I don't get anything.
No, it doesn't have the same.
These ones have a distinct.
It's distinctly sweeter, so maybe that one does need the extra dash of lemon.
Okay, so not only is it sweeter, it's bitter to me. That's this stuff. Yeah. Okay. So if you don't like grenadine, I don't want to sway you in any way. But if you don't like grenadine, and this is the grenadine that you've been served, maybe you do like grenadine?
It's like anything, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes there's certain flavors you like, there are certain flavors you don't
that
like.
you don't like. And so, and a lot of people say I don't like gin. And a lot of people say I don't like whiskey, or I don't like bourbon, or I don't like, maybe you just haven't explored enough to find one that is right for you. This is not right for me. And I know that is completely down to this grenadine.
I do like this one though.
I do like this.
In that case.
Okay, so as the ending of every one of our Cocktails After Dark videos sort of comes to the conclusion of, you need to explore and you need to find what works for you and what your combination is. And the combination that other people say is perfect might not be perfect for you. You just have to find it. You have to look, you have to explore, you have to try it. And I think I kind of like this one. Thanks, Jimmy. What?
We just completely mussed up the end.
Yeah, that's okay.
I didn't know where you're going.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. That tastes like cough syrup.
Is it gone bad?
No, it doesn't go
Okay.
bad. Can't go bad.